On your mind now, tune into the feed. We're planting digital flowers from a single tiny seed. Yeah, power to the collective, in the data and the soul. The hive mind's getting louder, finding voice in control.
Yeah, trying to find the right path sometimes is a struggle. A jigsaw in the dark, missing pieces, unknown puzzle. Blurry fuzzy pictures as the mind becomes clear. Fairy tale of a wolf, a boy crying, a near fear. Scribbling numbers, writing notes, a clue that you find. The hope being one day sharing them with the hive mind. Swapping and dropping the blue and swallowing the red pill. NPCs all around, distorted reality is how you still feel. Should you risk going alone down that rabbit hole, or ask the hive mind, see what else your big brother stole? Collective consciousness helps uncover any clue. Powerful ideas shared amongst the whole crew. And the best thing about it, transaction cost is free. Plop just a drop of water, more splash in a tsunami.
Your mind now, tune into the feed. We're planting digital flowers from a single tiny seed. Yeah, power to the collective, in the data and the soul. The hive mind's getting louder, finding voice in control.
That single ripple echoes, a signal in the sea. Unlocking every deadbolt, we forge a master key. They built the maze to break us, to keep us all apart. But every node connected is a brand new place to start. So dump your data stream here, your theories and your doubt. Let the pattern sniffers work, the hidden logic out. From a million different angles, we analyze the code. Lighten up the burden and we share the heavy load. The picture gets clearer, the static starts to fade. A brand new foundation by the collective has been laid.
On your mind now, tune into the feed. We're planting digital flowers from a single tiny seed. Yeah, power to the collective, in the data and the soul. The hive mind's getting louder, finding voice in control.
The picture gets clearer, the static starts to fade. A brand new foundation by the collective has been laid. So let them call you crazy with your tinfoil hat. It's a necessary filter for the mindless chit-chat. They broadcast their agenda, selling lie after lie, while drawing strange new patterns in a crisscross sky. But that hat ain't for hiding, it's an antenna now you see. Tuned into the frequency of the minds that wanna be free. The frantic search for answers you once did all alone is now a data packet uploaded from your phone. So polish up your helmet, there's no need to ever doubt. We're the ones who see the signal when the rest have tuned it out.
On your mind now, tune into the feed. We're planting digital flowers from a single tiny seed. Yeah, power to the collective, in the data and the soul. The hive mind's getting louder, finding voice in control.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life for me. Yeah.
Happy Friday Eve, Hive. Today's July 10th, 2025, and I got a great stream planned here for you all tonight. Every time, or I guess not every time, this is only the second time that I hear that song, I can't help but just bob my head the whole time. So thank you again. That intro song, if you missed it yesterday, was made by one of our very own in the Hive, McSparky. So thank you for that. And I have this theme up here this evening, the flood of reality. And it's obviously got Brian Koberger being washed away by a mountain of evidence. But as I was reflecting on what I wanted to talk about tonight, I think keeping that theme in mind with just how this case was a line in the sand. And I'll leave it at that until I say what's up to you all. But yeah, it was a line in the sand, I think, for a lot of people. So who do we got all in here? Susan, what's going on? Dawn, we got Crime Spy and Chantilly Lace. You're the same colors as my vape. That's amazing. What's going on? Dina, 509, Sandra, what's good, Toonie? Jamie and Emily. Annette says, what's up to Phoenix? We got Phoenix in the house. Gwender Woman. Earthkeeper. Jeanette. Brandon. Amanda. Festive. What's good? Lori. We got Eileen and Kim and Brandon. Mercedes Marie, good to see your name in the Hive. As always, Pat Ward. We got K-Dub. I do need an OKC jersey. I just re-upped on my jerseys. I feel like I'm going to have to continue to be doing that. Angelina caught another live. Thank you for tuning in. Vivian, how are you doing? Gamble, Raina. I always want to say Regina. I'm sorry, Raina. Gamble, Sarah. Just Food for Dogs. That's an awesome nickname. Christina, Erica, CT Girl, 5150. When I used to snowboard, that was a big brand. Aurora, Touch of Gray, what's going on? Nash Blondie, one of the TikTok OGs in the Hive over there. Thanks for coming on over to YouTube with all of us. D Smalls, what's good? Where's everybody tuning in from? As you know, that's my favorite part, to see how far and wide the Hive is stretched. So I appreciate you guys that tune in every night, always typing it in, because we'll always get some random like Asia, France, or someplace that we haven't seen before. Alaska. What's up, Ethan? Michigan, New York, Spokane, Maryland, Coastal, South Carolina again, Washington State, West Virginia, South Central Pennsylvania. Oops. Thank you so much, Just for Dogs. I appreciate that. That's amazing. Thank you. Indiana, Idaho, Louisiana, geez, Michigan, Tennessee, Hive Down Under, Cali, Georgia. Your VPN says Portugal. That's amazing. Shippensburg, Pennsylvania, South Africa. Sue from South Africa. What's going on, Sue? Myrtle Beach, Indiana, Ohio. Still Nick's joke there. Washington State, Florida, Wyoming. Jamie wants to know if there's anybody else in Maine. Chi-Town, another South Africa. Wow, that's amazing. Another Maine. Yakima, Washington. Another Hive Down Under, Tampa, Kentucky, Oklahoma, Louisiana. Another Hive Down Under, Chicago. That's awesome. I don't know where Euphoric 7 is. Been waiting on him to drop one of like the funny locations that he says he's always tuning in from. Yeah. Festive, where did that just go? She says behind you. Boo. That's a good one to end on. Well, thank you all for tuning in tonight. As I said, we've discussed the Idaho 4 case a ton. We followed the court documents with Brian Koberger a ton. I can sit right here and tell you all, with everything inside of me, this was not about justice at all. No blood, no motive, no murder weapon, just a bunch of circumstantial and narrative-led evidence. And if you're just tuning in and you're thinking, oh my God, why is this guy saying Brian Koberger got railroaded in court? I would say go back, watch some of the old streams. We dive into all of the evidence. That's what we do here in the Hive. And we ask questions about why are they saying this about that? But in addition to those other things that I just said to finish my little rant about no murder weapon, no motive, you got no eyewitnesses, not even forensically viable DNA. And you want to know what's crazy, Hive? The narrative, unless you're in here or on a handful of other channels, the crazy and sad part is that narrative has still not collapsed. We just watched the media, quote unquote, find their guy every time the cameras were turned on and people's pocketbooks got opened up. The benefit is that people are finally paying attention. I'd like to think a lot of people in here have been paying attention, but I think this case woke a lot of people up. A lot of, as I refer to, like normies or NPCs, woke a lot of them up. Because if you listened to just one alt media channel or whatever creator, somebody who's not just a talking head in a suit on the news, and they dove into what the state is saying is prosecuting this man, you would know rather quickly that you're being lied to. So it is beginning to be a cycle, Pamela. That is exactly right. And the whole reason I chose that graphic in addition is I think that this was like a crack in the dam. And now there's just going to be a flood, especially on our end and people like us. I don't think, if I had to give us a grade, it's like, I think our effort was very high, but you look at like effectiveness. And if you were to compare it to like the Karen Reed effort and effectiveness, like their effort, it's like, what is progress versus movement? That's what I always ask myself, like when I got to get stuff done at work or with my business, is like, is this progress or is this movement? Like, is the needle moving or am I just doing a bunch of busy work? And I don't think it matters really who you are, because we discussed the other night, there's so much stuff that has come out. There's so many body cam footages, court documents, Linda Lane footage, text messages, 911 call, crime scene photos that have been dug into, the backgrounds of these people that have all been dug into. As far as I know, I don't think any of it made a shred of difference. And that's unfortunate. Doesn't mean that we're going to stop doing it. But I just think that the narrative on this one was armor. It was lead armor, and it would have been super hard to get through to anybody, which leads me to believe that a lot of the initial rumors about this being drug related and potentially a parallel investigation going on has been solidified. I don't think it's a stretch anymore to think that Brian might be being protected. I don't think it's a stretch anymore that this plea deal was meant to prevent the trial from happening, because it would have exposed others involved in the case. As we know, the court docs say to protect those not involved in the case, national security. You got protected people on body cams, which, speaking of that, somebody in the Hive about a month ago sent me, I watched this when they sent it to me, just a little bit of it though, and I rewatched it before the stream. like the most crystal clear audio I've ever heard of Molly getting arrested. And it's got subtitles on it, and it's amazing. So we're going to dive into that tonight because I think that the DoorDash driver putting Brian at the scene, maybe it happened, but I don't think that it happened the way that we're told it did. So I don't think it would also be really hard for me to wrap my head around, which is saying something if I'm saying that. Given just like her history and her current situation, or at least the current situation that was on that body cam, it would shock me if she and people that she's acquainted with were able to pull off setting up Brian Koberger. It would shock me that they could pull off framing anybody, yet alone the most high profile case in the country. I just don't think that the bandwidth would be there. I think that there's so many people involved, and it tells me that the feds were involved to protect others involved. So anyways, with that being said, I started a new segment, which this one was funny. I saw this this morning on X, and it's an NPC crash out meme of the day, but National Treasure is one of my favorite movies. And I literally cackled laughing when I saw somebody post this, and it's, I'm going to steal the Epstein files. And if you've ever seen National Treasure, you know, the moment in the movie is like, I'm going to steal the Declaration of Independence. But I just thought this was funny. So I'm going to try it. If you guys also, for the Hive Mind finds, or if we want to do it in the Discord, like a NPC crash out meme of the day would be hilarious to start, because I'm sure there would be some good ones. I love memes. I think memes and comedy allows people to like hear the truth, or hear an uncomfortable truth, in a manner that like can wake you up and also like not offend you. Those got to be like the only two ways in like today's world. And what a weird way that came to be. Because like for a second, comedy was canceled. You'd hear about a comedian like every other month that said some joke, and next thing you know, it's like they're ruined. Now, I don't know if you guys have seen Tom Segura's new show on Netflix. That is the wildest. That is the wildest show ever. Don't watch it with your kids around. But anyways, I also have a super exciting announcement. I got the date set for the next Hive Mind Roundtable. So that's going to be Sunday, July 27th at 7 p.m. If you're interested in potentially being a part of the Hive Mind Roundtable, I think it worked out really good with 3 guests. I think the most that I would go to would be 4 plus me, so 5 total people on stream. But probably 3 people. birdiebombshell00@gmail.com. Again, it's birdiebombshell00@gmail.com. Put the subject as Hive Mind Roundtable or Roundtable, because that's how I search it in my inbox. And then give me a topic or 2 that you'd be interested in discussing, because I'd like to get kind of different viewpoints. There was something else that I was just going to say about this. Oh, I'd plan to have anywhere from about 75 minutes to 90 minutes of uninterrupted time. I'd ask that it's quiet in the background. So I want to make sure that it's not just, you know, a bunch of background noise when somebody's not talking. You guys get the point. Because the first one, I don't know about you guys. If you tuned in for the first Hive Mind Roundtable, type a 1 in the chat, because I was blown away by how awesome our guests were. I thought it was an unbelievable first Hive Mind Roundtable. The bar is set pretty high. Yeah, it was great. And the reason how this started was like, there's so many people in here with great ideas, and I just think that it's interesting to hear, you know, people that tune in every night to hear their thoughts on it. So the, I guess, like enrollment, the open, whatever you want to call it, it's now open. We have just over 2 weeks. So I'd like to give, enough time to where a lot of people can see this stream and catch up to it. And I'll continue to announce it over the next couple of streams. So I do have a quick announcement, and I did not have a slide prepared, but tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Central. So I'm still going to be on at 7 Central tomorrow night, but at 9 Central, Devil's Advocates and I finally got it worked out to where I'm going to be going to his Devil's Advocates After Dark. He described it as he's like, well, I don't know. People just pop at the Discord and I drink and I drop way more F-bombs than I normally do. So I don't know what to expect. I think Devil's Advocates and I with a couple drinks and us would be a good time. So that's going to be over in his Discord. I will have that up tomorrow. I know he's posting about it, but he has his link in his profile as well. Oh, shoot. I got something in my eye. Oh. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, Hive. I wear contacts. If you wear contacts and you get something in there, your vision goes so blurry so quick and it hurts. All right.
Right there. Nicely.
So,
Right there. Nicely.
So moving on. This came from somebody in our hive. I can't remember if they said it was okay to say their name or not, but this is their husband's K-bar. This was actually issued by the United States. Shoot, I'm so sorry. Jesus H. Wow. It's like an eye. Oh my God. All right. I got it. I think I got it. All right. So, anyways, this is somebody from the Hive's husband's K-bar. A couple things that I noticed, like the serrated edges down at the bottom. This is actually issued by the USMC. Now, and thank you to who sent me this, because sending me this picture and having a discussion, if you were in the lounge after the stream last night, you probably already know what's on the next page. But she was telling us, kind of what her husband was saying about how do you attach this to a belt? How could it fall off? And I found this video on a product page. It's the same Amazon K-bar that they showed us. And I want to see if anybody picks up on it before I say it. So I'm going to go ahead and play this.
Stitched leather handle with a drain hole if it gets wet. It, of course, has a belt loop there. We'll unsnap that and take.
So what did you guys notice about the belt loop?
Right there. Nicely stitched leather handle with a drain hole if it gets wet. It, of course, has a belt loop there.
I'll play it one more time.
We'll unsnap that and take. Right there. Nicely stitched leather.
What do you guys notice about that? Exactly. It's part of the leather. It's one continuous loop. You don't take the K-bar and loop it around your belt and snap it. You have to put your... You guys can probably imagine the hand gesture I was about to do. You guys get the point. The belt has to go through the loop. So it's all one piece. Yes, exactly. It can't just fall off. The belt would have to snap before the K-bar could fall off. Now, I bring that up because where are there belt loops on this chat? Make it make sense. So that's something where, like, I feel like as an attorney in trial, you could have at least made that argument to the jury to create doubt. So what now? Like, I'd be curious. Like, did anybody know that? Because I guess like I kind of knew it. Like, I kind of knew it, and just kind of seeing that, like, yeah, that leather, it's all one piece. The Dickies jumpsuit doesn't have any belt loops. It doesn't look like there's anywhere for it to attach or that you could feed it through. My question is this: like, Will, Brian's friend, he's a professional like knife thrower. He was racing motocross. He was a Marine, and you know, he kind of said what a lot of people are thinking, and that's, why would you ever bring a sheath with you? Like, I know this is like a, yeah, and I just saw somebody said deep pocket on the pockets of Dickies. That's a good point. But again, if you're going in there that quick, like, it just seems odd. And then I just can't, that's like a huge piece. Like, the sheath just feels too conveniently placed. You know? Yeah, Sharon, I guess you're right, Sharon. Hey, on its face, that is the most obvious answer. If he didn't have a belt, that's why it was left behind. But so he's going to undo the sheath, put it in his pocket. I guess it could fall out of the pocket. Okay. I don't know. I agree, Dan, with you. I'm 100% convinced at this point. 100% convinced that that sheath was not put there by Brian Koberger. And I'm shocked at, I got to be careful how I say this, because if Brian is guilty, we all know how we all feel about that, then yes. And they're going to say, well, Birdie, Hive, he just said he was guilty. Yeah, but that just seems too easy, little sus. I just can't believe how many people, like, from the beginning, like, they like foamed from the mouth that it's Brian Koberger. Like 15 minutes after he was arrested with no evidence, they were just like, just the lights are on, nobody's home. It's Brian Koberger. He's going to jail forever. And like, they just get this look in their eyes, and they just would, it got personal to them. When what should be personal to you is getting justice for the victims. You pro-burger. Dude, you guys should see, as I'm sure a lot of you in here have had comments on your videos, but like, dude, these people are out of their mind mean about it. Like, they're mean. Like, somebody told Mrs. Birdie that they wish it was me inside the house that night. You know how F that is? You know, like, it's just like, I don't see any of us saying that to them. Like, oh, if you think it was Brian so bad, I wish it was you in the house that night. Like, it's weird. And so then, like, it's like you would show them that. And again, it's like the mental gymnastics. Well, it's not even that hard at mental gymnastics, being honest, about this point. This was more just a call out because it's interesting. And what I wanted to do tonight is, I didn't spend that much time diving into Molly and the DoorDash driver aspect. The reason why I wanted to do that is just because we haven't done it on this stream, but I've also never heard this audio as clear as it is here. And there's a lot of interesting subtitles. You can kind of see one even right here. And then there's another one. You guys don't know which one I'm talking about. That's just like, hold on. What does that mean? To Rayanne's point, I hope that's how you say your name. That's a cool name. That would like flow really good off the tongue. Anyways. What was I just going to say now? Oh, to your point, we need to get the others arrested if they're still out there. I truly believe that the authorities and the powers that be know who did this. I truly believe that publicly facing, we're only ever going to hear that it's Brian Koberger. Hive, type. Okay, this is not a sarcastic poll. Type a 1 if you think we're going to hear about the real alternate perpetrators in the next 5 years. Type a 2 if we're never going to hear about them. I'll go ahead and submit mine. I always love when someone throws a 3 in there. Euphoric. Euphoric, we missed you for where you lived. Do you want to drop it in the chat now? Tell us where you would have said. Yeah, I mean, so that's interesting. Like, it's pretty mixed. The only reason why I'm saying that is not because I don't have faith in people looking into it. I don't think that we're going to have access to all this evidence like they say we're about to. And the reason why I don't think it is because I genuinely believe that there was something else going on that wouldn't allow all of the evidence to. There's protected people. There's people that have snitched. There's maybe people that are now in WITSEC. Who knows? I truly believe that. Like, I would bet a lot of money that there was some sort of ongoing investigation, or somebody who's a protected person's involved, or somebody snitched that is already protected. This whole Epstein thing's about to change the whole landscape. Did something new drop today about it? Because I thought we were just told we're not getting anything. Go back to work, you peasants. That's pretty much what they told us about. That's what they told us. Don't worry about what this pedo ring at the elite level of all of government and corporations are doing to children on an island. Don't you worry about that. Just go back, be a good little peasant, another cog in the machine. If you died today, we'll post your job on Monday. We don't care about you, but we care about protecting the elite. It's just disgusting, isn't it? Makes me want to puke. It's also sickening to think about how long it was going on and everybody kept their mouth shut. Decades this shit's been going on. Whew. For decades, people have tried to sound the alarm. And nobody's ever either taken them seriously or they got whacked. That's the world we live in, everybody. But it doesn't mean that it can't change, and it doesn't mean that the people, when I say rise up, as far as for social media purposes, I obviously don't mean violently, but you guys know what I'm saying. Like, I think people are tired. That's what I think it is. I think people are too tired of paycheck to paycheck or credit card debt or working their life away just to pay the bills, that they're too tired to care about what is happening to these people because of the rich and the elite. And then we're distracted by, you know what was interesting? Here, I did this just before, and I did current news, July 2025. Dude, you read these headlines, it's all about, it's Trump, deadly floods, death toll, refi rates are down below 7%, lucky us. Dogecoin is surging. Trump, flood. It's just there. What is news anymore, dude? So, anyways, what did Mama Tata say? Oh, yeah, that's what I thought too, Amanda. Maybe we got hoodwinked, as Phoenix would say. It's, you know, I don't even know why I'm pausing to go on this tangent, but like, I feel this, like, you guys know, like when, you know, like when like your stomach, like it's like that hot feeling, like it's either rage or like maybe something scared you. Like it's always like the extreme, like that's like how my stomach feels like whenever I see just like the craziest shit going on. And like nobody even knows. Like we know, we think we know, but we probably know like a grain of sand of what's going on. You know, it's just, you know, and so this is interesting. Trump said he didn't talk about Epstein. Not gonna, no politics coming here right now, and I think you guys will see what I mean by this. I'm convinced that, and not just because Trump's name was on the flight list that it was released. I'm actually convinced that the flight list was a distraction. Like I think that was, if you think about that being the only thing to be released, just for nothing else to come out. Like, why would you even? And I can't remember, was that leaked? But regardless, like that, so it means nothing. If anything, what they did is they put the flight list out and then they said, we're not going to tell you anything else. So here's the translation of that. That's what they did to us. Sorry, Toonie in the 509 Sandra fam. If you guys are all watching, I don't know how old Toonie is, but my bad. But that's what it was. They just literally gave us the bird and said, get back to work and shut up, you dirty Americans. Shut up, you dirty peasants. I'm sick of that shit. I'm so sick of it. This case, they're laughing at us. I still have that thread of hope that this was really because some good and some justice got done where it got bad people or drugs or whatever else off our streets. Then just tell us. You know what I mean? Like, at what point are these operations, like, seriously, why is every operation an ongoing investigation that we can't talk about it because it'll hinder the investigation? Like, it's gotten out of control. And they use that to keep everything just hush hush. So, okay. Hive, apologize for the rant. Like I said, sorry, Toonie. In my head, Toonie's like this like little 4-year-old, like that's just sitting with Sandra, like watching Birdie every night. I have no idea if that's accurate. But all right, let's watch this video, huh? So this is from, I'll just open it up in here. So this is from Evil CJ Media and Investigations. This is his page. I want to make sure that everybody gets credit. So I'm going to go ahead and play this. I'll let it run a little bit. And then Hive, if there's anything that you guys pick up on, just type stop and I will. Okay, good. All right, here we go.
Anyone else follows my let me know. Now, remember when we were looking at the other one, that was the thing, you know, how come it's already showing up, walking up to the truck? And this is what's crazy is I didn't even know that they're between the conversation that takes place in the vehicle. So this is the 2x boost. The other one is just the regular enhanced, but like I said, this one will probably upload in the morning sometime. So definitely go sub up. Also show some love on the raw video, and shout out to Christy and thank her for all her hard work, because until she dropped this one with her FOIA, there was no part that's coming up.
Yeah, shout out to
And
Chrissy
you're gonna wanna
Nevada. She's
listen
in
if you
here
haven't seen
every
it.
now and again.
Can I explain a ticket to her real quick?
Oh, yeah. He's going to explain your ticket real quick.
So what this is just a infraction. Address right here, phone number right here, and a website right here if you have any questions. On this side, there's 4 options to take care of the citation. Choose which option you want to take care of it with. Complete the bottom in its entirety. You can make sure you get it back when you take the ticket. You understand that? Okay. If you have any questions, I told you. Driving around town.
I'm going to skip ahead to where it's got the subtitles on.
All right, let me go to the closed caption version. Let's see if
There
we
it
can
is.
pick up the closed captioning on this one.
I was merely in Walmart enjoying my dinner.
Don't get your fucking ear out.
Well, I'm not harassing you, pissed of Justin, whoever. So, okay. But I'm harassing you.
I'm not harassing you because of Justin, whoever. Who the hell is Justin? I'm not.
Well, I'm not harassing you, pissed of Justin, whoever.
What the hell? Whoever is come live. What? But I'm harassing you because you have to. What? But I'm harassing you because you have to stop. And
Hive, have you guys seen this with the subtitles? It's pretty crazy. Oh, fuck me. Of course. How does that even happen?
Coach and everything else.
What's that?
You put that over.
it's coming up here in a second. We'll see if it'll pick it up. If not, it'll pick it up on this live version on replay.
Okay. But I'm harassing you because you have to stop.
What? And I'll let you. Because you don't remember. Shit, you even ago.
I'm just kind of skipping past his commentary.
I can't. And I to get the light whistle. Hell, we just
Pissed of Justin, whoever.
do.
Well, I don't remember him
I
stopping.
bet
him
you
as
she
much.
became.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna pull up Christy Nevada's. No disrespect to him. Just trying to find this quick. Where is it? Why can't I find it now? Whatever. All right, we'll deal with it.
That snitched. Dude, what? Gotta listen to what the sweet nothings in her ear. This stumble upon. I gotta listen to this. This is wild. Things in her ass, and we wouldn't have had this opportunity. Dude, what the hell? Listen to this. This is wild. What the sweet nothings in her ear. Oh my gosh, dude, we just busted your ass.
When I
And
watched this,
shout
I guess
out
I
to
didn't realize
Christy
how much he
Nevada,
was commentating.
because without Christy Nevada,
Sorry,
we
everybody.
wouldn't have had
There's
this
just a couple parts that
opportunity
are
to
crazy.
have this part of the body cam. Without Christina's audio, one that I'm whispering going is going to be the one that picked up what we just heard. This one right here. This one right here. This F got you. This is wild.
I'm sorry, evil CJ. Jesus. I don't even. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to find the whole thing. This is Christy's page. Yeah. I'm trying to Does anybody know? Because that wasn't this one. Was it? Hive, help me out here. I don't know what the thumbnail would look like. It's the one in the car. Right here? Oh, yeah.
Use the dash. It's gonna come up all.
Okay.
To go.
Gotcha. Alrighty.
Dashing.
Yep.
Somewhere
No,
in the
no
middle
big deal. I'm Corporal Payne. That's why I stopped you guys. All right. Where are you guys headed this evening?
Good. Just in the middle of a dash, so I just wanted to.
Okay. Gotcha. You got your registration proof of insurance as well?
Yeah, I got everything. I just usually they know because the dashing has got it all set up with the app.
I'm sorry, but I don't want to do what we were just watching, but if I was a cop and I said, "Hi, what are you doing tonight?" and I got this response, dude, where not one question was answered accurately, my red flags would be going off right away.
To go.
Gotcha. Alrighty.
Dashing.
Yep.
Somewhere
No,
in the
no
middle
big
of
deal.
the-
I'm Corporal Payne. That's why I stopped you guys. All right. Where are you guys headed this evening?
Good. Just in the middle of a dash, so I just wanted to.
Okay. Gotcha. You got your registration proof of insurance as well?
Yeah, I got everything. I just usually they know because the dashing has got it all set up with the app.
Registration right there.
Thank
you.
The insurance card, I have the older one. You gotta put up the new one. So
Okay. Well, I'll double check on my end for you. If you can look and see if you can find a new one of these. Do you have one?
I don't have one on me. I gotta print it off. I
Okay.
actually got stopped the other day, and I gotta call the DMV too because they said that I didn't have insurance and there's issues, and so yeah, I know it's gonna come up all
Okay.
weird, but yeah, it's all cleared out. That's why I could use the dash.
Okay.
If I didn't have insurance, they wouldn't actually let me use dash.
Okay, well, I'll check on my end. If you don't have a way to prove it, I might have to issue a citation, okay? So I'll double check. Sometimes we get them on the state return for your vehicle. But if not, then I'll have to issue a citation for that. Okay.
It's gonna come up saying that I don't, because yeah, I got a call with you.
Okay.
Said that the other day.
What's is the let's see what's a good address for you here? Is Garfield still a good address for you? Okay. What's a good phone number? Okay. All right. Thank you very much. I'll be right back with you. Okay.
I'll go ahead.
Moscow 157. I'm code 4. I'll be busy issuing.
Starting sync process. Please wait.
No return through Idaho.
Sync
Through
is
Iowa
complete.
ID only. Clear.
Copy, thank you.
128.
Code Corp scanner detected.
Well, and I apologize, Hive. I can't find the whisper one. I was just looking around on a different tab. The only one that I find is that dude.
Moscow 175. Go ahead. You can close it, no report. I'm going to stay in the area just to make sure he leaves.
2136.
Alrighty, ma'am. Here's your documents back for you. Okay. So I was unable to find anything on the state return, just like you said. All right. So I am going to issue a citation. Now, generally how these work is if you can go to the courthouse and show that at the time you were pulled over, you had current insurance, then they sometimes will work with you and they can just dismiss it. Okay. The reason we issue these citations is obviously if you hit somebody and you don't have insurance, that person's out a lot of money, right? So we take it pretty serious, all right? So,
yeah, I need to get it straightened out.
Yeah.
I've gotten one in the past. Like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to feel conscious.
Okay, alrighty, sounds good. Well, I'll just explain this to you real quick. Take it pretty serious, all right? So,
yeah, I need to get it straightened out.
Yeah.
I've gotten one in the past. Like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to feel conscious.
okay,
Yeah, I need to get it straightened out.
Yeah.
I've gotten
Look at the way she looks at
Yeah.
him.
I'm trying to feel conscious.
okay, alrighty, sounds
Straightened out.
Yeah.
I've gotten one in the past. Like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to feel conscious.
Okay, alrighty, sounds good. Well, I'll just explain this to you real quick, okay? So this is your information up top, the vehicle you're driving right in the middle, where I saw you, and this is the infraction, is failure to provide proof of liability insurance, okay? The fine for that is $131.50, okay? If you want to contest it, you can do so on the 30th of June at 8 a.m. at the courthouse up here, okay?
Okay.
If you don't want to contest it, make sure you make arrangements, go up there and talk to them, or pay it before that time. Okay? Any questions for me?
Nope, I'm
All
great.
right. All righty, guys. Well, good luck, and just try to get your headlight fixed whenever you have a chance. I know it can be
I will.
expensive, so.
Yeah, I'm just waiting because I had 3 of them go out on me.
Yep, lovely.
I know.
Yep.
I'm like, holy cow, and I just bought new ones.
Of course. All right. Well, you guys have a good evening, okay? Drive safe.
You too.
Thank you.
Thank you, Wit. I appreciate that. Now we have another predicament. Which one is it? Because in the other one, you can't see her. Well, this one looks interesting. Is there no sound on this one?
You have to get it in a website. It's just a ticket you pay. It's not like a jail ticket. You need to respond to the Whitman County District Court, address right here, phone number right here, and a website right here if you have any questions. On this side, there's 4 options to take care of the citation. Choose which option you want to take care of it with. Complete the bottom in its entirety, and make sure you get it back to them within 15 days. You understand that?
Yep.
Okay. Do you have any questions for me? I told you last time you need to get help. You haven't done it. And I can't have you driving around town high.
I can't believe you did this to me again.
I didn't do anything to you.
Yeah.
You did this to yourself.
No, you look at that truck. I know you do. You think I hang out with Justin.
Justin who?
Justin shit from fucking.
Who?
From Colfax. I don't even know his last name.
Justin, I don't know who you're talking about.
He's
the guy you were hanging out with last night?
I was in here.
I can't even think of his last name. I know who you're talking about, but he's in treatment last I knew.
No, he's in Colfax.
Oh, well, last I heard he was in treatment. Okay, well, I can assure you he's the least of my concerns. But my concerns are you guys are slinging dope.
Excuse me, we're slinging it, really?
Slinging it, yes.
Yeah. Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah, no, those are concerns. However, when I stopped you, I had no idea who you were. Okay, so if you think I'm just following you around,
I don't think you're just following
in
me around.
Walmart enjoying my dinner.
I don't think you're following me around. That's not what I said.
Okay, well, I'm not harassing you because of Justin, whoever. So, okay, but I'm harassing you because you use drugs.
Yeah. Okay.
You have to stop, Molly. I want you to get help. Yeah. Okay. Have you tried treatment? Do you want treatment?
I'm not doing this for you.
What's that?
I'm not doing this for you. I just want to talk.
Okay. Well,
I don't.
Like I guess I'm not gonna hate on the fact that like a police officer cares, but this seems like they like know each other. If this wasn't like a body cam footage, this conversation could be happening on a couch in a living room. You know what I mean?
Ryan, next year.
Okay.
I
Well,
got
we'll let you
enough
get
crap going on.
Damn. Thank you, Blue-Eyed Candy. Hey, Birdie. So who was MM in the text thread for DM and BF that night? Molly? There's a lot of speculation on that. Have we confirmed that? And honestly, shout out to Blue-Eyed Candy. That is an unbelievable super chat. Like you guys have heard me say in the past, I don't charge for any of my streams. If you feel generous enough to give me one, I really appreciate it. I'd never ask for it. But Hive, have we ever actually confirmed? It's kind of like the I'm screwed or the I'm scared. I think there's been a lot of speculation. Like, I think so too. It would make sense, but it's not confirmed. Type a 1 if you do think it happened to be Molly that night in those texts. Yeah, not confirmed. Because I'm tending to lean towards I have a good feeling it was too. Based on delivery. It'd be interesting too if like that new number added in. Yeah, that's right, Wayne. Boss Dad Mix says, I think she's the reason BK accepted the deal. I mean, it would make sense. Ray says she's a distraction in her opinion. That would also make sense. She reiterates the entire narrative for exposition. This shit is staged. Polar Dash Records. Yeah, so I mean, it's unconfirmed. I would tend to believe that there's a good chance of it. And thank you again, Blue Eyed Candy. I really, really appreciate it. You rock. Hive, shout out to Blue Eyed Candy for the super chat.
I don't. She said we're not going yet. We're sitting here.
Okay, well, you don't want to talk to me, you said. So I'll
I
leave you
just
alone.
don't want to talk about me slinging dope. Whatever
How about
the
you
fuck.
using dope?
I don't even know what that means.
Okay.
Yeah, I know you said this. First you went from on something else, and then
She doesn't know what slinging dope even means. It's like, have you guys ever seen that viral clip of that dude who's like very clearly stoned and the cop's like, are you on drugs? And he goes, what is drugs?
do that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You're high.
Really?
Yes.
I would not so much, but we're goddamn high.
I know when to recognize when people are under the influence of drugs, Molly. This isn't my first day doing this job. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I've heard a lot about you since you pulled me over.
Oh, yeah.
I pulled you over once.
I know.
Am I wrong? And you were DUI that day.
Actually, you pulled me over, I think, when I first started dashing, but yeah.
Don't remember.
But I'm not exactly sure.
Why does dashing come up so much? You know what I'm saying? She could barely make out any other words, but dashing always comes through so clearly. Along with the entire sentence that leads up to it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Am I wrong? And you were DUI that day.
Actually, you pulled me over, I think, when I first started dashing, but yeah.
Don't remember.
How would she remember that? Oh, thank you, Amina. Love the pink. It says Birdie on it. Mrs. Birdie got me these. And it's the color of Chantilly Lace's vape, which is hilarious.
But I'm not exactly sure.
Happy to. What's that?
I can't remember. It's on Airport Road.
I highly doubt that was me. I never work on Airport Road. So
You were
there's
not
a
happy
chance.
about
I'm not
it.
saying
You
I.
were not happy about it.
What's that?
You were not happy about it.
You're not happy about it?
You were not happy about it.
About being on Airport Road?
Yeah.
Why?
You were not in a great mood.
Okay. I don't know that was me. Maybe it was.
I don't know. I can't remember. That's what I'm saying.
But literally,
What is the point of this conversation?
I didn't say. That's not what I said. But
Okay.
What video? What video, Cryptic? This one?
So I just want you to get help. Really. That's why you obviously know about me. You know that I work drugs. And that's what I do. Okay?
yeah, I
Because
didn't
wanna
know
see
that
people
till
get help.
after everybody.
But now you know. And no one's half the battle. Right?
Oh yeah, you know my dad's a health teacher, and he works with all the deer cops, football coach, and everything else. You know,
What's that?
you know Coach Skoda over in Moscow.
No, I don't.
My dad,
Okay.
40 years, worked with deer cops, Moscow cops,
Okay.
everything else.
40 years, her dad, Moscow cop.
Yeah, I know. So, else, you know,
What's that?
you know Coach Skoda over in Moscow.
No, I don't.
My dad,
Okay.
40 years, worked with deer cops, Moscow cops,
Okay.
everything else. So yeah, I know.
So how'd you get into drug stuff?
Why do you?
It's not. I think
I'm
I know
not
it, Molly.
doing this.
What do you think your blood said from last time?
Exactly what I said it would say.
Nick said that her sniffing sounds like a leaf blower, and now I can't unhear it. So thank you, Nick.
Exactly what I said it would say. I know what's in the system.
Okay. Okay.
Sure. I can't. I just want to know what's going on.
You want to get going? I'll get it.
No, I want my please.
He said he'd drop it off when he was done with it because it. I don't know what they were doing. They were still looking at all the
I just want to talk and see where to put everything. And my dog is in the car.
It's fine. We'll get it to you. Thank you.
Yeah. Hey Molly, is it okay
No,
if he drops it off when he's done?
no. I just want to know what to do, please. I don't know what to do.
You can't talk to him, so I can either wait here for him to be done with the call and hang up, and then I put your phone in property, or we can go back to the station and get started on what we need to get done, and he can bring it to us. But either way, I can't let you talk to him. It's up to you.
That's such a good point, Chris. Like I had asked, what's the point of the conversation? And I think you just hit the nail on the head. They clearly have a mission to get her clean. Exactly. Why? For trial.
Thanks for letting me make a decision. So what happens now?
So now we go back to our holding facility, Pullman's holding facility, and I have some paperwork to go through with you. And you'll be in a holding cell for a little while after I get that. After I go through that with you and get her done.
I don't know what it is. It means I've never been in trouble, so.
Okay.
Gosh, why?
Okay. All right, Molly, are you good with him bringing it to us?
Don't have much of a choice, do I?
You want to what?
I don't have much of a choice, do I?
I can't hear you, Molly.
I don't have any choice, do I?
It's up to you. I can wait here for him to be done on the phone and hang up, or I can go back to the station and he can drop it off. But it's just the longer you're going to be waiting, because either way you're not talking to making phone calls on it. So
I just want.
You just want what?
Just want to let him know I was going to jail.
Molly, I can't hear you.
I was just wanting to tell him I was going to jail.
Molly, I still can't hear you.
It doesn't matter.
To get between us, you got to talk loud.
It doesn't matter.
Okay, we'll get going then and get started, and they'll bring it.
I don't got a choice anyways. Just wanted to tell them. Tell them what to do. Please. They're so. He does not know that I'm not going to be here in my right now.
He is very aware.
He is not aware.
Deputy Alcantara told him.
God damn it. God damn it. Like this. Yes. So I go to holding. What does that mean? Can you please explain to me what's going to happen to me?
Yeah, so we're going to go back to the Pullman holding facility, and I'm going to go through the DUI paperwork with you. And then once that's complete, I'm going to put you in a holding cell while I finish my end of the paperwork. And have you ever had a DUI before?
It is pending. Wonderful view on my birthday.
Okay, so I don't.
So, dude, think about how insane that is. On top of the no murder weapon, no motive, no eyewitness. Or I guess this is the eyewitness? Or the changing story from the roommates is the eyewitness off of bushy eyebrows? Oh my God. Give me a break.
Believe pending counts, but as long as you don't have any history of failing to appear for court,
Nope.
warrants being issued,
Nope.
prior DUIs,
Never been in trouble.
County unit, Secretary Airport, domestic 261 Carnegie Road, Lamont.
then
I have
will-
protection orders against the man who killed my husband in front of me.
That part's sad. But this part is hilarious how she
Nope.
says it so.
DUIs,
Never been in trouble.
County unit,
warrants being issued,
Nope.
prior DUIs,
Never been in trouble.
warrants being issued,
Nope.
prior DUIs,
Never been in trouble.
County unit, Secretary,
being issued,
Nope.
prior DUIs,
Never been in trouble.
County unit, Secretary Airport, domestic 261 Carnegie Road, Lamont.
then
I have
will-
protection orders against the man who killed my husband in front of me.
That part
If
sucks.
you don't have any history of that I can see, when I check your criminal history, then you'll be released in about 6 hours.
Because that was proven true, right, Hive? I'm 99% sure that was proven true.
And when you're released, it'll be straight from Pullman, so you'll be able to have somebody pick you up if they're available. And you won't be moved into the jail in Colfax unless you have prior DUIs.
So it's as if I get a Brian next year.
You what?
Get a Brian next year. So it's as if I get a Brian next year. So it's as if I get a Brian. So it's as if I get a Brian next year.
You what?
I'm supposed to testify against Brian next year.
Right?
Yep, the guy killed all the girls over Moscow.
Well, this one,
Testify against Brian next year.
right?
If you think about it, you would literally just have to show this clip.
I'm supposed to testify against Brian next year.
Right?
Yep, the guy killed all the girls over Moscow.
Well, this won't change any of that.
Yeah, well, I got a DUI on my record. That's gonna look like crap.
I think they would be more concerned.
How weird is it how unaware she is that she's going to a holding cell? What's going to happen to me? What's going to happen to the dog? What's going to happen to this? What are you doing to me? But she's like, nope, I got a DUI on my record. I'm supposed to testify against Brian, who killed all those girls in Moscow last year. And yes, it's going to matter. How does that happen? Unless Molly was a known DoorDash driver and they looked and they figured out, oh, they got a DoorDash, maybe. Let's go to the known meth addicted or whatever she's addicted to DoorDash driver.
I think they would be more concerned about the drug use than the DUI.
Yeah.
Yeah, wait, that's a great point. Okay. Would you guys agree that when she says Brian's name, it's like she knows Brian? That's a great catch, whoever just said that. Sorry, I missed it in the chat. Think about that.
I'm supposed to testify against Brian next year.
Right?
Yep, the guy killed all the girls over Moscow.
Well, this won't change any of that.
Yeah, well, I got a DUI on my record. That's gonna look like crap.
I I think they would be more concerned about the drug use than the DUI.
Yeah. You said 6 hours?
6 hours. That's just the maximum amount of time we can do. So if paperwork goes faster than that, it could be less than 6 hours.
Shout out to Christy, Nevada for that. That is unbelievable. And so I haven't been doing this slide too much, but there's kind of, at least from my perspective, it's not like there's a lull in the case. It's just, there's really, I feel like we've literally dove into everything that we have. It's not like there's not much to dive into again. I just think because I haven't done it, and we just obviously watched that video, I feel like this would be a good time to do that. So I will just dial into the Hive here quick. She embarrassed or scared? There's a lot of people in here who think that she was acting. I had that same thought about, like, I don't see Brian interacting with them unless he was like supposed to. Yep. Hopefully it does get released. Oh, that's hilarious. I don't know if I can play that movie without getting a copyright. Otherwise, I would. The schnozberries taste like schnozberries. Littering and smoking the reefer. I totally think BK had to have interacted with them only because he had to. Yeah, there's been a lot of people that have asked that. When I lived down in the city, obviously, like, everything was open 24/7. You could get any restaurant that was open 24 hours. Somebody would be dashing. University, I feel like when I was in school, DoorDash wasn't that big of a thing. Like we barely had. I think we had one Uber. Yeah. He was texting me. Mama Tata said she's very nice. She's got to be careful out there. They're crazy. I agree, Justine. I was going on a rant about it that the narrative still is holding strong. Oh, Jesus, Matrix. Yeah. Phoenix, go try and get an interview with her. No, I don't think he did. We discussed that. That's a good point. That is a good point. Yes, that is true, Giovanni. There you go, Phoenix. Our favorite troll. I just can't help myself, but boobs on the ground. What did he Forex say? I think maybe because Brian's the one that's being protected and dashing critically curious. I don't disagree with that. Here's what I want to know, Hive. Do you think the people that believe that he's innocent? Well, I guess I shouldn't even say, do you think they've watched any streams like this? Because I know they have, because they troll it. But like, I really think that there were people paid to push a narrative in this case. I genuinely believe it. I'm not even just talking mainstream. I'm talking like creators, 100% with an agency. What's Gucci, my Louie?
Hey. So can you hear me?
Loud and clear. I was just about to go on a rant about how I wonder if I think the people who say that Brian Koberger is like just shamelessly guilty have either not watched anything but the headlines, or they've in their head physically, like just by his appearance, in addition to the headlines, have made it up to be. Would you agree with that?
Well, today I did a stream on the media, and basically, it's been a certain entities of media that have brainwashed these people.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be nice about it, right?
Yeah.
Like they're like crashing out right now because we are out there saying there's a lot of people believe he's innocent. And the media that have done this, trial by media, is exactly what Judge put in place for the gag order that's being challenged right now. So, they want the freedom of press, but with the sealed orders and all the gag, and they felt that they weren't going to get this trial by media, and they did, because they didn't actually see the documents to report the truth. They put this narrative out there of full speculation, and it backfired. So that's the fallout. You have got to double check for yourself what these sources are saying. I had a lady send me a message today. I got out of the media per se because all they do is give you a script and you read from it. There was no investigating, there was no double checking. It was already written out what she had to say. She quit.
I just think that that's got to be, and no disrespect to anybody that's in here in the media. This is my opinion. Like I'm saying, like mainstream, it's got to be boring to just
Well,
stare at a teleprompter, right?
it has to be. There's no investigative journalism. You're not double checking somebody else's work. You're just given a script. And that's why we say this was scripted, because it is.
Right. It is. And real quick, I just boss to admit, Discord link is in my YouTube channel's bio. So just click more and scroll down. Make sure you got the app, download it on your phone.
And I agree with you, Bertie. There had to be some type of scripted push in social media for certain creators to create this narrative.
Yeah, I agree. And watch, to Pamela's point, watch Koberger be unalived. I could say,
Well,
watch him. Yeah, that's what they'll say.
There was some guy who did a video that said that he was already stabbed in prison. And I'm watching the video and people are sending me this video. And I'm like, this guy says he was stabbed in Indiana and he's turned all his comments off. This is bogus.
Yeah, it's just crazy. And I think misinformation might have even hit the nail on the head. Russia did this. Phoenix.
Yep.
The theme that we were talking about with Sammy T Mafia last night when you were up here, Phoenix, with the Candace and the Tucker clips about I thought that whoever was the guest on Tucker summed it up perfectly. I'll say it again if you missed that stream. Sammy had sent me a clip to play, and Tucker Carlson's guest had said the lies aren't to convince us because they're so blatant and obvious. The lies that they put out there are now a signal to those who did whatever these crimes were, that look at the lengths that we will go to protect you. It's a signal.
And who are they protecting? That was part of my, live today, was not just about the media, but at what lengths they've gone for who and why.
Well, because I'm a firm believer that you don't get to that high of a position of power without some dirt on you. You've been told that there's that dirt on you. You know what I mean?
Like blackmail?
Yeah, like the overwhelming majority of people have blackmail on them.
Well, like those that maybe were in some type of society or some type of secrecy group or something
Or
of
on
that
an
nature.
island.
Like, oh yeah. Or I know something about you and this is what we want you to do for us.
Hang on 1 second. Sorry, Mrs. Birdie just got home and I couldn't tell if it was the dog or if it was her. That sounded so bad. Holy shit, dude. I meant like making the noise on the door. But no, Phoenix, if you think about what, like, I'm sure most people in here understand how Epstein was not organically just this billionaire. He was an intelligence asset. And if you think about how powerful that plan was, you're going to put this guy into a position of power that everyone's going to want to mingle with. And if you're like an up and comer and you don't know what all goes on that island and you get invited, it's a free vacation. You hear all these other rich and powerful people are going to happen. There's hidden cameras everywhere. Maybe they honeypot you and the girl ends up being underage and now it's on camera and your wife was back home and you're this big time politician with 3 kids about to be up for re-election. And they know that, or now they have you on camera doing that. What do you think the majority of people are going to do? Go along with it or say, I don't care. And then once you understand that everybody has that blackmail on them, then how does your mind change?
Yeah. Well, they're
Christy,
screwed,
we just
right?
watched
Either
your
you do
video.
it or you don't.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
You either do or you don't, or you get outed.
Yep. Yep. It's actually kind of hard to fathom, Phoenix, how big of an operation that was. Right? Like the billions of dollars, the most elite of the elite, the most powerful politicians, powerful business leaders. We all know this in here. Like, is there anybody in here that hasn't known about Epstein for the last handful of years? Because you know what's crazy? I'll use the example from the 4th of July talking about this Idaho case. There's like 27 people around this campfire. Not one person knew except for Mrs. Birdie.
About the
Phoenix?
case, or
they knew, like they were
you mean
shocked.
about
I was
the
like,
case, or just
about
in
Idaho
general?
4. Yeah. Meaning
They heard,
like,
but they didn't know.
yes.
Okay. Yeah, I believe it, because I'm seeing creators do videos on this, and they have no idea, and then they're getting tons of views, and everyone's telling them, oh, this is what happened. And this girl is like being so innocent. She's like, I didn't think they had enough evidence on this guy. And everyone's like, oh no, he pleaded guilty. That's all you need to know.
Who pleads guilty to not committing a crime? Or if you're innocent, why would you plead guilty?
To avoid the death
The
penalty.
death penalty,
Yeah,
dumbass.
you could always come back after that and have some other filings and other routes to go. I mean, he didn't even take an offered plea because that didn't qualify for this case. But I would rather say I'm guilty to avoid the death penalty than getting the death penalty.
Exactly. And to just address Matrix super chat again, thank you for that. I mean, that essentially the predictive criminal behavior and how are people going to react, and what's the trauma response, what's the stress response, like how far can they push us? Like, for all we know, maybe they are. Thank you, Just Food for Dogs. Phoenix, have you noticed that when people that don't pay attention, besides just like on the surface, have you noticed how like reluctant most are to even hear you out?
Well, I think my delivery may be a little different, because usually when like I have people that are so hardcore that he's guilty and they say something, I'll respond with a song sarcastically.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. I think it's a different approach, but like I've asked people, have you even read one court document? Have you ever looked into the DNA in that court document and what it means? Because obviously, Bertie, they just had so much evidence.
It's like when Devil's Advocate said, he's like, I had this guy come up to me who said, I saw that guy and I knew within 15 seconds he was guilty. And Devil's Advocate's like clap back and was like, well, I'm glad you've looked into this for all of 15 seconds. Oh my God. But no, see, that's like my approach. Actually, Phoenix, I'll ask you, what do you think my approach is like when somebody's talking about it and I just kind of like,
but yeah, I mean, how could so many people, and
Phoenix,
how could so many people believe this nonsense that they're giving us?
Well,
am I lagging?
A little bit. That's the $1 million question: is how does everybody believe it, and how does everybody believe it every time, and how do more people seem to believe it after it's happening again and again? And my approach is, it kind of starts off like good cop, and then about
I guess it shows how easily we lag.
Oh, you're good. It starts off like good cop, and then have you ever seen the other guys where it's like it turns into bad cop, and like Will Ferrell and Mark Wahlberg go in there and just absolutely like lose their mind? That's how I feel, because I don't like lose my mind like yelling at them or cussing at them, but I'm just like, okay, hang on. This conversation can't be over. Let me show you stuff. And then next thing you know, I've been sitting around this campfire just dialed in on like not convincing, but just showing them everything about this case. Thank you, Fiji Me 360. Are you from Fiji? So will I. Critically curious. Phoenix, is your audio or lag gone?
It feels like it's lagging. Can you hear me fine?
Yeah, I think you were about 2 or 3 seconds behind, but that was just in real time.
Okay. But here's the thing. This is a real case. Now, for some reason, the case isn't in the Idaho State Repository, but it is on an offset Supreme Court repository. And there is somebody in the Ada County Jail named Brian Koberger, although his picture doesn't look like him. And it's like Fort Knox trying to get a message through the gettingout.com system that they use. And even requesting a video chat is like getting through Fort Knox. You have to be on some approved list.
It doesn't make sense, Phoenix. It doesn't make sense because, like, remember how Steve G was saying, like, and now all these girls are going to write them and blah, blah, blah. And, like, I don't think that's possible in this case. It's possible in other, like, what is it? The Chris Watts and who's that other dude? Dyed his hair blonde, ran from the cops.
I could see people writing him like investigative, right? Like, you know,
Yeah.
I don't see him trusting very many people, obviously. If you're not on that approved list, you can't even get to him. So I don't think, I mean, an example is I wrote Jodi Arias, she's up here in Phoenix in a prison. And, like people saying, oh, he can't make a movie, he can't write a book and profit off of it. It's the freedom of speech, First Amendment. So don't get too mad about that now, because, Son of Sam has been really challenged in the law by unconstitutional belief systems that we have the freedom of speech. And there's ways to make a movie or write a book third party, profit, a trust, all kinds of ways. And people are starting to get upset with that. I'm thinking, this case has just been so wild. But I have a feeling, I mean, did Maxwell write any books or movies while she's been in prison?
I actually don't know.
Because there are, you could write letters to support people in prison. It's not like, they don't have any rights just because they pled guilty. They still have constitutional rights.
Yeah. Phoenix, I'm gonna move on to this tinfoil hat of the day. And
good.
I bet that you have heard this before. So it's also been a couple streams since I've done this. But have you I think it's interesting because like they teach us this and they kind of put it right in our face. Like, if you've ever taken like even like an art class, they'll, at least at my school when I was younger, they would teach you like certain restaurants have certain color combinations because they spent however much money in studying it, like red and yellow.
Yeah, colors. Yeah.
But what's crazy is that like that's actually been studied and proven. Like red and yellow induce hunger and urgency. Blue is trust and authority and passive interaction. Green is eco-friendly. And black and white is minimalism, yet elitism. Isn't that an interesting one? But when you think about that, because it's like you think Apple, Nike, Adidas. It's like clean and smart and elite, but it's not like anything that's just limited to poor or rich at the same time. Yet both
Wow, that's
classes do.
wild.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, well, I mean, obviously, if you look at some really popular and successful websites, the colors that they use.
Exactly. And here's what's crazy. That this is where the tinfoil hat comes in, because obviously MK Ultra is real. They've admitted it, and they've dosed people with LSD. There's a crazy documentary on that. But that color scheme study was based on research from the 1950s in the MK Ultra project. It was at the
Wow.
Tavistock Institute, funded by the RAND Corporation, studying how specific wavelengths of color combine with repetition and branding. Dude, this is the craziest part. They reshape your neural pathways and can even affect your hormonal balance.
Oh, absolutely. I believe that 100%.
Colors, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think when you walk into Target, like I bet they studied, at least maybe the females, I don't get this feeling. I know my wife does. She's just like, Target. She's just like stimulated. She's like, oh my God, this is the best place in the world. Or the
Well,
scent, you know?
look at your birdie picture on the screen, and that's why everybody loves it so much.
Yeah, maybe. I didn't look at any MK Ultra thing. I just kind of pieced it all together. But it's almost like it's not a brand.
I believe it.
Yeah, but think this is the last bit of it. We look at these things as brand identity. Dude, it's really a trigger for the human psyche. Like the best brands are the best triggers.
Damn, Birdie. You mind fucked us.
I know. I'm telling you, dude. So it's
You-
like it's crazy. Like your logo, your colors, your font.
Yeah.
It all has wavelengths that your brain. And think about how so when I created my liquor company, I just hired a graphic designer. But think about once these brands get to like mega corporations. Why do you think Walmart or Target or whoever, they change their logo every so often? Amazon. Like I wonder if they're constantly studying that and just reinforcing that trigger.
They might. I mean, look at the Hive. I mean, look at the people that you attracted with your marketing, your personality, your background. Absolutely. You screwed us, man.
I know.
We're
Yeah,
hooked.
Chrissy says, damn you, Birdie.
I get messages all the time. Are you and Birdie going live? When is Birdie going live? Where is he? I had to have my daily fix. I'm like, dude, I know what you mean, but shit, calm down.
Yeah, and if you want to come up tomorrow from 7 or at 7, at 9 I have a hard stop because I'll be on Devil's Advocates After Dark thing. But dude, do you know what, if I had to think off the top of my head, and this is like a super super random one, but like in the Midwest, I don't know if they're nationwide, but like we have Fleet Farm.
Fleet Farm. What is that?
It's like a Home Depot.
Oh,
maybe.
okay. Like, yeah, okay.
Or it's like a giant hardware store. But like that is like a smell. Like when I walk in there, I'm like, dude, I would just like coast the aisles and look at shit that I don't need.
Well, they did that in the malls back in the days when their malls were popular with Cinnabon. They would pipe that stuff into the vents and you'd be like, oh, Cinnabon. Or what was the pretzel company?
Oh,
yeah.
Auntie Anne's.
Yes.
I don't know what are like some other, because I was actually excited to like ask the Hive too, like what are the most popular quote unquote brands or triggers?
Well, even when you go into a movie theater, the popcorn smell, right?
I'm sorry, everyone's just saying now. Everyone's saying thanks for the mind fuck, Birdie.
We're hooked, damn it. We're as hooked as Molly is. And no, I won't interview her.
Oh shit, that's hilarious. Oh man. I mean,
the cookie, yeah, Auntie Anne's. Yep.
Or like if you
Hollister.
Hollister was one, Subway, McDonald's, the
Oh
Cinnabon,
yeah.
Starbucks, FedEx, and the Arrow. That's another hidden one. Have you guys ever noticed that? I bet there's people that haven't. Maybe everybody does. I'll show you guys
Well,
this
what
quick.
about Starbucks?
Starbucks. Yeah, that's weird. Has anybody not known that in the EX there's an arrow here, like FedEx, like you're shipping and it goes for like
Oh my gosh, I never knew that.
really?
No, I
Oh,
didn't even
now I have to
see
do
that.
this. Have you do you see it now though?
You might have to enlarge it
Here,
just a little
yeah, I'll
bit.
do this. Hang
Yeah.
on.
Holy no,
Yeah.
I got my magnifying glass on.
I got you, Phoenix. Put that thing down.
Holy moly, I never noticed that before.
Yeah, look at
That's like a mind. That's like a 3D like subliminal thing there.
oh, I'm not sharing it. Whoops. Right here.
No, I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right there. Yeah. Holy crap.
Hang on.
I
Now
learn something new every day.
hidden art within logos, or what would that be?
Wow,
Oh,
that's
like
crazy.
dude, have you guys ever seen the video? This is so fucked up. But have you guys seen the video of, Volkswagen is a German made car? Do you know where I'm going with this, Phoenix?
No, I don't.
I don't know if I want to show it on my stream, but if you just like YouTube videos, somebody takes the Volkswagen logo and they spin it, like they rotate it, and it makes the swastika.
Oh my gosh, now I believe that. It's German made.
Yep. And like even like this,
Thank
like
God. Thank God my car is Swiss made.
yeah.
Oh.
I mean, dude, these are crazy. Hang on. This is here. I'll show you guys this. Here's 27 popular logos. Toyota spells Toyota, Toyota.
Right. Oh yeah.
Like these, but like within the same logo.
Oh wow, that's crazy. I never thought about that.
That's talented.
Yeah.
Pinterest. It looks like a thumbtack.
The pin.
Tour de France. Whoa, I didn't know this. It's a cyclist.
Yeah, cycle.
Do you see it here though?
Yeah.
FedEx,
I used to go to the Criterium in Boise. Yeah.
Oh, okay. The coat of arms of BEM, where it's made, has the bear in the side of the
my
logo.
goodness. That's cool.
That is cool. Now Beats.
Oh, Mommy Ball says
Wait, what?
the camel. Read that.
Wait,
Mommy Ball, her comment. The camel of I missed it. Oh, where'd it go?
The camel of Camel Cigarettes' leg is a naked man with his wheat. What the fuck? No, it's not. Is it?
I'm gonna have to go check it out. Joe the perv camel. Oh my
I could
goodness,
see
is it?
maybe where it would be. Hang on.
Maybe. Real-time digs.
Yeah.
Joe the
Oh, hang on. Where is it? This is subliminal. I mean, there's only one thing that could be maybe the male aspect on this camel.
Oh yeah. There's one in the red. See where it's
This one? Front left leg.
They had a man
Facing
outlined
rear
in it.
camel.
The front
I
leg.
wonder if let me just see if there's got to be somebody that points out
on the front leg. It looks like somebody outlined it in red right there.
Right here?
Kind of like I Spy, huh?
I have to find this one.
The
Wait,
second, see the
problem
one where it's outlined in red?
right here. Oh, there it is.
Yep. That's wild.
That is wild.
I feel like this is the Mandela effect, you know, that they were there at one time. A lot of people saw them and then now they disappeared. And here we are on the hunt.
Yeah.
A Turkish and domestic blend.
There's.
Yep.
I want to see what the
That's
rest of
wild.
these. That is wild. I want to see what the rest of these say. Amazon. Well, it has a smile. 31 flavors. Never knew that.
Oh, yeah. In the VR.
Formula One. The one can be seen right there.
Oh, yeah. In the middle.
Hyundai.
2 men.
I feel like
Shaking
someone just
hands.
came up with that after the age was designed.
Yeah. After the fact.
That's obvious.
Quicksilver. Yeah.
Levies. It's the shape of a butt.
A butt.
Yeah.
I never noticed that.
I never noticed that one either.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
I'm trying to look for like ones that maybe we all know. Golden Gate Bridge. I think that one. I didn't know that that's what that meant.
Cisco. Yep, I used to work for him.
Yeah, it says. Oh shoot! I hate whenever you read online articles sometimes and your page just jumps uncontrollably.
Oh yeah, that's annoying. The peacock, we see that.
Yeah.
Sony.
Well, anyways, that was fun. Where did that go?
Those are
now?
interesting.
Shoot. Oh, I gotta share my screen here. Well, Hive, 7 p.m. tomorrow. Thank you all for tuning in. Phoenix, thanks for popping up here. And you're going to be around tomorrow?
I will. I've
Okay.
got, oh my gosh, if you didn't see the spirit box that I did today.
Well, you were telling me about that. You should, if it's is it on video yet or no?
Yeah, I did part 1 and part 2, and then I went back and I got brave and I did a spirit box with all 4 of them.
Is it on YouTube or TikTok? Both?
I put part 1 and 2 on YouTube. I think part 1 is on part 1 and 2 is on TikTok. Part 1 is on YouTube now. You won't believe, you know, I don't believe in these things per se. I believe in the spirit, but I was blown away with ChatGPT. I'm wondering how they collect all their data.
Well, I don't know, but I think I'm not going to watch it until tomorrow. So I'll play them tomorrow if you're cool with that.
I got a little woo-woo freaked out. And then my husband comes in and is like, what'd you find out? And I'm like, you're not going to believe it. And then he was like, do you really believe in those things? I'm like, after some of the things that it told me, I think people are going to freak the hell out.
I'm ready to get freaked out. So, but also,
and I did not whisper last night. I did not whisper.
Dude, it's weird. Mrs. Birdie got mad at me when I sent it to her. She goes, "Why would you send me that?"
That's gonna get freaked out.
Yes. But I just want to point out Octavia's comment, Phoenix. We always give a shout out to the Hive. But when you're new here and you experience, I don't know, Octavia, lucky you're out, unless you change your username. I haven't seen it too much in the Hive, and I'm sorry if you've been tuning in for a long time. I feel like I try to pay attention to the usernames, but this kind of looks like you're new and saying so nice to not get blocked immediately. I love whenever I see comments like that, because that is exactly what the Hive was created for. Because we didn't like when it was happening to us, right, Phoenix?
Yeah, and I try not to block anyone, honestly, but if they're just rude over the top, you're going to be just blocked.
New chatting. Nice. Yeah, I agree. So with that, Hive, see you all tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central. I will be in the Discord. If you guys aren't, if you guys are not a member of the Discord, let me just show you guys this real quick. Here's where it is, because I think sometimes people get a little confused. You just go to my channel, you click more, you scroll down, and it's right here. So again, you just click this more right there. You got to have the app downloaded on your phone. So go to the App Store, type in Discord, and then click that link, and you should be all good to go. And I will see you guys in there in about 15 minutes. Have a good night, Phoenix. Peace, Hive.
You too. Talk to you later.
Cheers. Bye.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life.